Get ready for an explosive start. We're kicking things off with the American Idol finale, where Motley Crue teamed up with country superstar Carrie Underwood for a massive mashup featuring their hits. You won't believe the power of this performance as we dive into the details of this epic musical showdown.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we look at the musical collaboration between Shinedown and Philman Lee during the finale. This performance featured a duet on Searchlight and Second Chance, and will explore the incredible musical connection between Lee's vocal style and Brent Smith's sound. It's a story of musical influence that you have to hear to believe. Now, we shift gears completely to the world of music legends in Las Vegas. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer James Taylor brought a heartfelt love fest to the Strip, sharing personal stories of recovery and enduring love with the audience. We break down the incredible moments from his set and what those personal songs reveal about his journey. And finally, we're turning the spotlight on some underrated indie rock gems. We're talking about Frightened Rabbit's debut album Sing the Greys, the sludge rock sound of Unarmed Men, and the unique blend of Howling Bells. Don't miss these 3 albums hitting their 20th anniversary and discover why these records deserve way more attention. The finale of American Idol Season 24 delivered a high-energy musical showcase, featuring performances by several prominent rock bands spanning the 80s and 2000s. The 3-hour episode highlighted powerful collaborations between established artists and contestants. Motley Crue took the stage alongside country superstar Carrie Underwood, who is now a judge on the show, for a mashup combining the band's 1985 power ballad, Home Sweet Home, and their 1989 hit, Kickstart My Heart. Shinedown also contributed to the finale, performing a duet with seasoned contestant Philman Lee on Searchlight and Second Chance. Lee had previously sung Lynyrd Skynyrd's Simple Man during the season, and Underwood publicly praised his vocal style, noting similarities to Brent Smith's delivery in Shinedown's rendition. Shinedown acknowledged the compliment on social media. Underwood has frequently expressed her admiration for Shinedown and various rock bands both on and off the show. In other news from the finale, Hannah Harper, a 25-year-old country singer, was crowned the American Idol Season 24 winner. This marks the first time a female country vocalist has won the competition since Carrie Underwood's victory in 2005. Rock Ridge High School teacher Jessica Berg is defending the annual Rise to Summit after Loudoun County Public Schools officials cited a violation of school policy regarding political materials. The event, which took place on March 14, was organized by Ms. Berg for girls' empowerment. Loudoun County Public Schools spokesperson Dan Adams confirmed that the Loudoun County Democratic Committee was involved and stated that they brought campaign materials for distribution in violation of existing policy. LCPS policy, specifically Policy 6330, previously prohibited political campaign materials from being brought onto school property, except for specific events like back-to-school programs. This policy was recently revised by the school board, passing on April 14, allowing political materials only on election days. Adams addressed the policy breach, emphasizing that schools must remain free from inappropriate political influence, citing a 2024 report indicating Republican officials distributing materials during a back-to-school event. Conversely, board member Dina Griffiths expressed concerns during a meeting, suggesting that some political organizations gain access to school facilities while others do not, and arguing that the Democratic Committee should have been required to pay to attend the event. Vice Chair Ann Donohue disputed this, stating the event was not sponsored by LCPS but occurred on school property, and organizers had paid for the use of the space. Teacher Berg responded to the controversy, noting that the event was held before the policy change and asserting her commitment to continuing the summit as it matters to students, regardless of new regulations. Berg expressed frustration over what she perceives as opposition within the school system, questioning the priorities of board members. Adams later clarified in an email that the event was an LCPS school event where local groups were invited, not a specific Democratic Party event for which they were uncharged, suggesting an inaccurate public narrative had been circulated. Rock legend James Taylor brought a heartfelt display of affection to the Las Vegas Strip, with the audience showering him with love messages during his performance at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan on Sunday. The intimate atmosphere led to direct interaction, as Taylor responded warmly, acknowledging the support. During the opening segment, the 78-year-old Rock and Roll Hall of Famer was in a period of personal recovery, featuring a backing band of fellow musicians. Taylor discussed his focus on travel songs during previous tour, but this performance centered on his recovery from addiction. A poignant moment included the performance of Rainy Day Man. Later in the set, Taylor revisited the theme of truth and honesty with the classic hit, Fire and Rain. He revealed that the shocking death of John Belushi from an overdose in 1981 spurred him into treatment, leading to a consistently sober lifestyle by 1983. The show was bolstered by timeless classics, including Mexico, Up on the Roof, Carolina in My Mind, Country Road, Your Smiling Face, and How Sweet It Is. The performance featured a notable musical contribution from Blue Lou Marini on saxophone, a veteran of the Saturday Night Live and Blues Brothers bands. Taylor's son, Henry, is also accompanying him on tour. As the performance concluded with How Sweet It Is and an acoustic rendition of Secret O Life, the evening was characterized by mutual appreciation and love. 3 underrated indie rock albums are marking their 20th anniversaries this month, prompting a reevaluation of their impact on the genre. Longtime fans will recognize these releases, but the anniversary serves as a moment for wider appreciation. The first is Frightened Rabbit's debut album, Sing the Greys, released in May 2006. This initial release had a very limited run of only 1,000 copies. The band later re-released the album the following year on a new label after refining some tracks, resulting in a fuller sound they considered a proper album. The album represents the raw, unpolished origins of Frightened Rabbit, stemming from founder and songwriter Scott Hutchison's solo project before evolving into a full band. While some longtime fans feel it doesn't match their later work, its raw energy is noted as a defining characteristic, differing significantly from subsequent material. The second album highlighted is Shooting at Unarmed Men, a mini-album released in May 2006 by the band formed by ex-McCluskey member John Chappell. This release featured a distinct sludge rock sound reminiscent of McCluskey, but critics noted it lacked the signature precision of the original band, attributing this to the absence of Steve Albini's production work. The album featured softer melodic blows, though the lyrics remained sharp and often provided a disorienting, whiplash effect, characterized by a spastic and untamed quality. The third album under consideration is Howling Bell's self-titled debut, also from May 2006. This release garnered generally favorable reviews, blending country goth and indie rock with Coldplay-esque influences, which was well received in the mid-2000s scene. While some critics felt it was overly polished for a debut, risking repetition, and sounding too slick, the album was credited with helping the band rapidly develop. It successfully combined a sophisticated sound with gloomy whimsy, built on innovative lyric phrases and an effective fusion of blues, country, pop, and indie rock.